Hello everybody, welcome back to Screen Stars. I'm here today to bring you my review for the 2020 science fiction film Sputnik. Now this is a film that is directed by Igor Abranenko and it stars lots of lovely people whose names I'm not going to butcher here. Now this is a Russian film with Russian spoken language and English subtitles. And it is a film that focuses on a Russian. It's set in the 80s, and it focuses on a Russian space mission that goes wrong. The two astronauts kind of crash land to Earth. One of them is seemingly lost, and the other one barely survives. However, he does not come back alone, and he's taken to a top secret Russian military base, and a risk-taking doctor who is about to lose her job for taking these risks is invited by the commander of this base to go with him and for them to together find out what exactly is hidden inside this astronaut, and what is hidden inside him could threaten all of mankind. Right, now this is a film that actually has been getting quite a lot of buzz. I've seen a few reviews on it. I've seen a couple of trailers here and there, and it is a film that is being broadly plauded by many people. I've seen some quotes saying it's the best science fiction film since Aliens, blah blah blah. Well, I wouldn't quite agree with that, and I wouldn't quite put it up on that kind of high pedestal. But what we do get here is a really well made, thoughtful, interesting science fiction film. I thought the performances were all fantastic here, from all the actors, especially the actress who plays Tanya, like this risk-taking doctor that's taken to the base. She's quite uncompromising, and she'll kind of take risks to get the answers and save people. Really, she's all about saving people. And what she discovers at this base is, in actual fact, something far more sinister going on. She can't just stand idly by, which I really liked, and I really liked her character for the most part. The Russian cosmonaut who comes back with something concealed inside him, I thought his performance was excellent as well. I mean, I don't really have got any complaints about any of the performances here. They were all on par. Sometimes when you watch a foreign language speaking film, because cultures are differently, sometimes performances can come across as a bit odd because you're not kind of reading the body language the way you would read it in an English speaking film. But I didn't get any of that. There were no communication issues or anything like that here with the film. I thought it was... Some people may describe this film as too dark. I actually thought it was lit appropriately for like the time of the film. I mean, you're talking about like a secret Russian military base. You know, it's not going to be lit up like a Christmas tree inside or out. So I thought the lighting was appropriate for the film. There were a couple of scenes where it was a little bit difficult to make out what was going on, I guess, here and there. So I think there is an argument there that the film could have been better lit in some scenes. The main issue, I think, certainly for me and maybe other people for this film, is probably some inconsistencies with the storytelling and the narrative, I suppose. Now, if you consider, like I said, this Dr. Tanya, she's all about saving people. And then she makes what you could... I don't want to say much more because I don't want to spoil anything in case you choose to watch this film. But she makes a couple of decisions that are a bit bizarre, that would involve potentially putting a lot more people at risk. Now, as nasty or evil or whatever you want to call the guy that's running this operation, the secret military base, yes, he makes some really... uncompromising decisions and some really nasty decisions. I mean, it's hard to call him the bad guy here because it doesn't really give you a clear definition of who's bad and who isn't. I mean, he's essentially... Is he doing the right thing by containing this cosmonaut and this thing that he's carrying? Is it the right thing to experiment and figure out what's going on? His motivations might not be, you know, all there. I mean, it's Russia, it's the 80s. lo and behold, they want weapons. But is it the safest thing keeping it locked up inside this military base? I think so. But there's some odd decisions made in this film by some of the main characters, including this doctor, this Tanya, including the head of the base, this colonel. They know how dangerous this creature is, and yet they allow this Dr. Tanya to make some weird decisions. And it's really for the audience sake, for us to see this thing for the first time. However, they haven't seen it for the first time and they know what it's capable of, and they still allow certain decisions to be made. And over again, this character, this doctor, this Tanya, keeps betraying this colonel. He keeps trusting her, keeps wanting her to help and do the right things, and she's very gifted and skilled, and she's helping to some degree. But she's also working against him constantly. However, he keeps giving her second chances, over and over again, and you just think, wow, if you are really doing it for these reasons, if she's clearly not on board, why are you continuing this? So there are, like I said, there are some inconsistencies, I think, with the story and the narrative, but it's an effective film. I thought the effects were great design on the creature. I did enjoy the film. It's the sort of film you look at and you think, ooh, could this get maybe a Western remake? I know everybody rolls their eyes when people, when that sort of thing happens, because they're usually poor. But I wouldn't mind seeing an English language version speaking of this film remade in the US or somewhere else maybe. It's certainly got my interest, this film, and it is a well made film. It's a very strong 8 out of 10 from me. Very enjoyable science fiction film with some horror elements thrown in there, and definitely one you need to check out if you're a fan of science fiction. So that is my review for Sputnik. I hope you liked it, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and of course I will see you back with more reviews on Screen Stars very soon.